Alright folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. My name is Drake, I am the Farming Aviator. We are just getting some mowing done. It is late summer. We have the last little bit of mowing to do before fall time, before harvest, so we are getting close. So I just wanted to knock this out, get this grass mowed down before winter time. We're not going to worry about picking it up or anything, making hay, nothing like that. Not yet anyways, maybe eventually we will start making hay bales and stuff, but I just wanted to get this mowed up. As you can see here, we got the bush hog going, and yeah, we got our corn planted, most of it anyways. As you guys can see, we didn't quite get it all planted. We ran out of time. And yeah, so we ended up just leaving it. So that's unfortunate, but we're gonna have to just deal with it. We'll probably we'll just leave it, get something else planted there. So we got a few things to do right before harvest here, and then there'll probably be a little bit of harvest in this video actually. So let's get to it. Guys, so as you can see, we spent a little money already. I just couldn't resist the deal that I found. So we are gonna finish this up. As you see, we sold all our soybeans and then promptly spent that money. But trust me, it's for a good cause. So I decided, well, I'll surprise you guys. We're going to finish mowing this a little bit. I got one more pass here I'm not going to worry about over there. We're going to get this little strip here, get this washed up, put away, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we got to go pick up, we got to go pick something up. So, we'll see you guys then. Alright folks, so it is the next day, late summer. It's just about harvest time, and like I said, I spent our money already. We're going to try to expand here, which means we are probably going to have to take out a little loan. Because I also did a little research into what kind of crop rotation some farms do and that kind of thing. We're going to explain that in a second, but first, let me show you what we got. We went down to our neighbor's farm because they were selling a tractor, used tractor, and I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. They had a online auction for it, and we bid it out and ended up getting it. So this is what we got. So this is what we got. The Cat Challenger MT875C has just about 600 horsepower, not quite. It's a 865, I think. But used condition. So we're going to take it back to the farm, take a look over. I think we'll have to repair some stuff on it. He said it is a little worn down, but runs fine. Just needs a little work on a few things. And get it washed up and stuff. So I'm going to grab this, and then we'll head back to the farm and take a look at it. Let's head back to the farm. We gotta go to the left here. We are a little ways south in the county. So we got a little bit of a drive ahead of us, and actually we're probably going to stop by the bank first because we need to take out a loan for some other equipment we're going to buy. Alright guys, we are just pulling back into the farm with our new equipment here. Let's get this pulled up over to the garage here and get this unloaded, cleaned up. We'll get it in the shop too. And I'll show you guys what else we have planned here. Let's unhook that. Pull the truck ahead. And just shut that off. Alright. Get in here. I'm excited to run this Challenger tractor. A little bit something different. It's not super old. So he needs a little work, needs some fuel. We need to go get fuel at some point too, fill up our fuel trailer. So we'll need a bunch of fuel for harvest. I think this tractor is going to be running the grain cart too. This will work a little bit better on the grain cart than the New Holland T9, because we're going to be using the New Holland T9 for something else. So the whole thing with the corn, why I didn't get the field planted, I did a little research and figured out kind of a better crop rotation. Looks pretty good. Let's pull this into here and we'll get this worked on. So if we take a look at our seasons menu, we had winter wheat, or canola. We had canola in that field. So you can plant canola in the fall and in the spring, and it doesn't be able to, you can't harvest it until days, 1 through the first 3 days of summer here. Well, corn, you can only plant in the first 3 days of summer also. So we ran into the last day of summer. We were trying to get it harvested and planted on the same day. So that's why we ran out of time, didn't get corn planted all the way, and it wasn't going to grow. So if we take a look, the rotation I think we're going to have instead, whoops, wrong one. We're going to use this on the big field. The big field has soybeans right now. We're actually going to plant winter wheat, because if we take a look, winter wheat, we can also plant up until the last day of autumn. Soybeans, they generally get done early, or they are ready to harvest earlier than corn and stuff, so that's why I picked that. So we're going to plant winter wheat in there, and then we'll plant soybeans, and then not plant anything over the winter, and then go in with corn. Because if you take a look, we have winter wheat. Again, that'll be harvested the first 3 days, or you'll be able to start harvest the first day of summer usually. And then soybeans, we can plant up until the end of middle summer. So that gives us pretty much 6 days to plant soybeans, depending on how fast we get that field harvested. So it'll probably take a couple days to get harvested and then tilled up, and then we'll plant soybeans. Well, actually, we don't even need to plant, or we don't even need to put fertilizer or anything down. We can just plant soybeans. So that's why we're going with that, and then we'll have the fall off, or winter time off, and then we'll come back and plant corn, and then harvest corn, go straight into winter wheat. We will need a corn planter next year. We'll probably see if we can make some profits, because this year the plan is I want to buy a seeder. So there's a Case IH one that I saw that I want to buy. So we're gonna have to go. We'll go in the office, get some money here from the bank. We'll have to eventually pay. We'll have to pay it back. We'll see if we can do some of that this fall. But yeah, we're gonna buy these. There's a Case IH seeder that I want to buy. So we'll purchase that, get that on the farm, and we'll probably see you guys here in a few days once we get into harvest a little bit. folks, welcome back. So as you can see, we have this field just about done. We got 2 more passes after we finish this one. We got quite a bit of soybeans out of this field, so that's good. If we take, I guess once we turn the corner here, we'll take a look at our yield. But interesting thing with soybeans in precision farming, I'm excited to show you guys. First off though, our yield is pretty good. Looks like we're gonna get close to the, I'd say close to 400,000 range, 350 to 400,000 liters of soybeans. So that is pretty good. I have a worker following us with the grain cart. They might be close to full. I think we can fill them up one more time and finish off this whole field. So we got just a little work to do. This is the field that we are going to do some winter wheat in. So if we take a look, let me get this lined up. GPS is on. Perfect. So if we take a look at our precision farming, this is our yield. We got 125 for most of it. Of course, that's all correlating to the soil type, as you guys can see. Down here a little bit less, 100. I think that was 110. Down in the 80s. So overall, if we look down here, 337. So maybe not quite 350 liters. 350,000 liters of soybeans. So, which, I mean, that's not bad. That's good for soybeans. If we take a look at our pH values, they didn't really go down much. Maybe a quarter of a value. I'm not sure what value that is, but a quarter of a value went from like 7 to 6.5, or 6.5 to 6.5. So I think we're going to skip liming. Like I said, we're going to plant winter wheat in this field. And then we're probably going to go soybeans again. And then the year after that, plant corn. I could switch. There was a whole thing where I was trying to figure out which crops to plant. And I was thinking about doing this one corn, but with winter wheat, it wouldn't work out. To plant corn because we had that same issue with the other field where we didn't finish in time. So I switched it up, and we're kind of doing double crop in one, just so we don't have all the same crop in all of the fields at the same time. So we get kind of a rotation going. So we're doing winter wheat, soybeans in the summer in this field. And then the field around the farm, we're going to do corn a second time around. And then I think the other field we're going to do corn again. Or that one maybe soybeans. So we're not going to have very much corn next year. We'll have a bunch of soybeans. We may do winter wheat in that field then after we harvest the corn, since we're going to come in and do soybeans after that. So with that soybeans, I'm going to get this worker. I can probably make it around the corner. So with soybeans, you can see it also adds nitrogen back in. You can see this little strip here that we haven't harvested, it was at 80, and then it goes up. I think it went up about 40 kilograms per hectare, up to 140, maybe not quite, 120. Yeah, and it was at 80. So it goes up about 40, which is good. So we won't need to put any slurry down or any fertilizer, anhydrous, anything like that. So what we'll do is we'll just come in and do our seeding and get all of our winter wheat planted, and we'll do solid fertilizer as we seed. So we'll be all set. And so what we need to do, get this field ready, we do need to cultivate it. The seeder that I bought, you can't cultivate and seed at the same time. So we rented a John Deere high-speed precision disc. I think that's what it's called. High-speed precision disc. So we'll get this field disked up and ready for planting. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we made it back to the farm. Here is the disc that we're hooking up to. Let's see if we can't get this lined up. Alright. So we got it all hooked up here. We're going to head out to that same soybean field. We're going to disc up that soybean stubble. Let's get our flashers on here. And let's head out there. So as you guys can see, our corn is just about ready. Still upset I did not get that all planted. You see our corn is just about ready to harvest. So a couple more days and we should be able to get in the field and get that harvested. Like I said, that smaller field, we may still plant winter wheat on that, depending how much time that we have, but we'll see. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so we'll see how long. I think it's going to take us the rest of the day to get this all tilled up. But I'm going to get set up, and we'll see you guys once we're full steam ahead tilling up that field. Alright guys, so it's kind of nice that we can use this disc going at 13 miles an hour. It goes a little bit faster than the rest of our tillage tools, even though it's about the same width. So I think it requires like 560 horsepower, and the Cat here has 585 if I remember right. So I thought about throwing it on the T9 and using that. But I want to use that T9 on the Case IH seeder, just because it has a little bit updated computers. Will be a little bit more accurate. So this Cat will pull this disc just fine. So I think we'll be able to get this done pretty quick here. We'll see if we can get this done today. We do have some rain coming tomorrow, so I don't think we'll get back in this field to get it seeded until middle of autumn here, since it's supposed to, let's see, we're on 9-day season, so we got one more day of early autumn, which is tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain, so we'll have mid-autumn, and that's when we'll get this wheat planted in this field, and then we'll be on to corn harvest. So I'm going to get this field tilled up, ready to go. We'll do a short time-lapse video for you guys. Enjoy. Tilling up this field. It'll probably take the rest of the day here. We'll see if I can't get some seeding done today, but you guys will see that in the next video, and then probably some corn harvest. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss anything, and we'll see you guys next time on Flint Hills. Thanks for watching.